All right, we are live. Good to see everybody. What is going on? Man, a lot of crazy stuff happening around the crypto market right now. We're going to kind of get into what is going on. Buy everything. Yeah, I don't know. We could be going lower. Let's go ahead and just jump into some information. I hope everyone's doing well. Sorry I couldn't be with you guys yesterday. Had a little bit of a migraine, but it's good to be here with you today. So, what's up, LAX? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Let me just load this up here. Hold on. Let's pull this up. All right. So this is kind of painful. Bitcoin is 84,000, down 12% in the last 7 days. If we come and take a look at Bitcoin over the last month, you can see Bitcoin is down almost 17% in the last month. I mean, I have some ideas of what might be going on here, but I'd love to better understand what you guys think in the comments. What's up, Candy? Good to see you. Kelly in the house. Aloha from Alaska. Alaska seems really cold, but good to see you. Jonathan says he's unsubscribing. Later, Jonathan. Okay. Don't know what I did other than being like a minute late, but all good, man. I wish you all the best. Man. What's up, William? Good to see you, man. 7K on XRP tonight. You might get a chance at actually lower XRP, to be quite frank with you. I did want to show you guys something, though. If you take a look at, let's see here, Bitcoin in February history. Let me see if I can pull this thing up really quickly here. If we go to images, we should get, oh man, I hate searching stuff on Brave. It's such ass. Hold on, Bitcoin in February. Let me see if I can pull it up with this. Man, I hate, what's it called? Okay, I can't pull it up on the history. Let me see if Bitcoin records. Let me see here. Share this. Let's see if this works. Nope. I was trying to pull up. I had it on Brave. Let me just pull it up on Brave real quick. Bitcoin February history. I think over like the last maybe 12 years, Bitcoin has only been down in February twice, other than this month, right? Okay, hold on. This is the entire history. I just need month to month. Hold on one second. Let me go images. Here's what I need. Bitcoin Magazine. Perfect. Let me see if this pulls up. Yep. Okay, let me pull this over. Here we go. All right. So check us out. So here is Bitcoin over the last few years. I like it when it's actually, here is February, this line here. As you can see in 2021, man, I like it when it's up and down. This is kind of more difficult to see, but as you can see, February usually is a good month, green month for Bitcoin. But this year it was probably going to be down 14, 15%. Large part of what's happening right now, at least what I can see, is the negative reaction to the trade war. This was officially announced like last month, and it had really, really bad reaction in the stock market and in the crypto market. And so this was put on hold for 30 days until it wasn't. And so this was at a press conference a few days ago. Let me just play it for you. You get an understanding of what he's saying here.
We're on time with the tariffs, and it seems like that's moving along very rapidly. We've been mistreated very badly by many countries, not just Canada and Mexico. We've been taken advantage of. We were led by, in some cases, fools, because anybody that would sign documents like they signed, where they were able to take advantage of the American people, like has happened over the last long period of time, except for a little 4-year period that took place 4 years ago. But anybody that would agree to allow this to happen to our country should be ashamed of themselves. No, the tariffs are going forward on time, on schedule. This is an abuse that took place for many, many years.
Okay, really quickly, Trump is the one who negotiated the deal with Mexico and Canada, just so we're clear on it. He's actually saying all of these negative things on the exact deal that he's the one who actually put it together in his first term. So go figure what that means to the greater public. If he decides to switch this up and actually go through with the tariffs, that'd be good. But I mean, there's some examples of the tariffs, I guess, working. Here is Apple Inc. seeks some relief from President Donald Trump's tariffs and goods imported from China, and will hire 20,000 new workers to produce AI servers in the U.S. So this is good to see. If you're not familiar with China, actually, since like the early 2000s, the cost of labor in China has gone up 14x. And it's actually cheaper to build things in Mexico than it is China these days, believe it or not. So I think you're going to see a lot of companies shifting, or a lot of companies already have shifted out of China. I believe in 2024, there was only about $4 to $5 billion invested into China. And that's record lows compared to like, late 90s. So kind of crazy to see this like global shift. I did want to point out some information here. I did pull this up. This is historical U.S. inflation rate, 1929 to 2025. And I just wanted to basically kind of see, so hold on, just really quickly. This is the inflation rate year over year. This is the federal funds rate. And this is kind of like the business cycle and then the events affecting inflation. So I just wanted to kind of see in history where we've had, higher inflation, and, what did that kind of, what resolved or what happened. And, some of the, in the 80s, let me show you this real quick. Right in this area here, you had some higher inflation, Reagan tax cut, recession. I think in some areas, we're going to see some pretty crazy numbers. Remember, a 25% tariff on whatever good means that good is now going to be 25% more expensive across the board. So if there's already like a 5% or 10% markup, you got to throw in the extra 25%. And so, you could be looking at, if you're spending $10, you're going to be spending an extra $3, $2.50 to $3 on whatever item is going to fall under these tariffs. So it's going to be quite expensive for regular people. And I think that's what you're seeing in the crypto market right now. You're seeing retail completely starting to back out of the market. I do see some institutional buying, but you're going to see here in just a little bit that even some of the bigger well-off people that have a lot of money are actually starting to back out of the market, which is crazy because, in history, usually 2025 should have been a really incredible year, and it still could be, I guess, but we need to get past all of this stuff before that can happen. Really not good. I also have this article here, but I'm not going to go through it with you. It says what happened the last time Trump tariffs were imposed. If you guys want to take a look at this in your free time, please do so. I just don't want to beat this horse already more than it already has been. But here you go. This was February 25th. So this was yesterday. $1.48 billion liquidated from the cryptocurrency market in 24 hours. This is really, really rough for people. You also have, let me see, there's another gauge here that I wanted to show you. Here, let me move this over. All right, here you go. So really quickly, let me show you this. Bitcoin down $21,000 in the past month, which is insane. Fear and greed index went from 25 to 21, reaching new lows that we haven't seen in quite some time, in years, actually. This doesn't really feel good. You also have BlackRock planning to dump on the whole crypto market. This person is saying right now they're selling Bitcoin and Ethereum. This person is saying they spent the last 15 hours tracing their billions in Bitcoin and ETH sales. Here's that information leaked. Talks a little bit about BlackRock. We're not really going to get into that. It talks a little bit about Larry Fink. It talks about manipulation allegations, impact on decentralization, legal scrutiny. Of course, BlackRock and Bitcoin ETFs. and then of course their portfolio. So this official portfolio, BlackRock right now, they hold over $52 billion in crypto assets. However, they are selling their Bitcoin and Ethereum via Coinbase. I saw like 900 million in Bitcoin and 300 million in Ethereum has been sold out of these wallets in the past 24 hours. I don't know if you would call this smart money. I think a lot of people would. Smart money is getting out of the way right now. It looks like so. And you know, when they say BlackRock is selling, remember, you know, it's not really BlackRock who's buying these assets. The customers are buying the assets, and BlackRock is, you know, buying the assets for the customers. So these are customers who are selling, institutional customers who are selling these assets. All right. You also have Jerome Powell. I mean, to get into the kind of the news of, you know, what's going on in the crypto market right now. Here you have Powell, you know, talking about Bitcoin is like gold, only virtual, it's digital. So it's good to see the head of the Federal Reserve talking positively about Bitcoin, I guess. Let me play this.
War in the Federal Reserve itself, in terms of the system. What do you think of that idea? I don't think that's how people think about it. I mean, it's so, you know, people use Bitcoin as a speculative asset, right? It's like gold. It's just like gold, only it's virtual, it's digital. People are not using it as a form of payment or as a store of value. It's highly volatile. It's not a competitor for the dollar. It's really a competitor for gold. You know, that's really how I think of it.
Irish, I saw your comment there. Irish basically said here, the market is still bullish. Bitcoin will be in critical territory if it goes past 77K, but on macro timeframes, we are still high bullish time zone. Well, that's good to hear. I'm just trying to go over, like, you know, it's good that in these individual boxes that Bitcoin is still bullish, but overall the market sentiment, like if we're looking at the overall market, let me just show you this real quick. I mean, we could talk, you know, about different time frames and which boxes tick which boxes, but like here, top 100. Here you go. Radium, mostly like a lot of Solana stuff got hit hard here, but Radium's down 42%, Mantle 26. The Trump token is down 21%. Market cap is 2.6 billion. Lido, Ethereum staking, and of course, liquid staking down 20%. Ronin network down 19%. Solana is down to, almost 20%. This is actually up a little bit. This was down 100. This was $131 earlier. You have Aave, Dogecoin, PancakeSwap, Caspa. I mean, you know, XRP is down 17.43%. So, you know, I don't know what, you know, I'd love to better understand what you're thinking here, Irish. Like, where do you think this is heading, though? Like, if we stay on the current course, is this a bullish you know, market, or is this a bearish market that we're in right now? I'd love to better understand that. Yeah, the exchanges are making out big time. Only people are selling. They're always making out big time, man. They're always making out big time. This is a bear trap. Could very well be. I hope you are right. I mean, you know, institutions are selling right now. I mean, if that's smart money and that smart money still selling, you know, I do think it'll come back. I just think it's going to take, like, you need to just get rid of this trade war. I think like people are very nervous about it, which I understand. Oklahoma Strategic Bitcoin Reserve bill has cleared the government oversight committee, is now headed for the House floor for a vote. That's really good news. 13,000 Bitcoin worth $1 billion has been withdrawn from Bitfinex and Coinbase. I don't understand why you're calling me. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. All right, let me keep going here. You know, I did play this in a few of my videos. It's interesting to hear NASDAQ actually telling people to move past Bitcoin. Let me just play this for you. If you've watched a bunch of my videos, you've seen this, but let me just play this.
For a lot of viewers who are kind of new to crypto and don't really know what to think about stablecoins, don't really know what to think about wrapped assets like wrapped treasuries, stablecoins are great because they help keep value on chain where it needs to be. Wrapped treasuries and RWA items that are used for collateral, great. They allow people to keep things on chain, just to keep everything away from the fiat world. That's critically important. they say, well, how does that affect me? I don't know what to buy after Bitcoin. All of those things have to settle on a blockchain. They're not their own blockchains. They might settle on Ethereum or another blockchain, but they're going to need one. So when everyday investors are thinking, how can they expand their crypto knowledge outside of Bitcoin? Think of all the things that we're talking about. Most of them are going to have to settle, be executed, and cleared onto a blockchain. Which blockchain those are going to be among the winners. So just a little bit to spread the knowledge. We're trying to get people past Bitcoin, which basically just moves from one address to another, into the future of finance. And all of the stuff that we're talking about here is going to have to participate.
I love that whole conversation. Basically, the blockchains that you're going to have, the value digitized, brought onto that tokenized. Those are the blockchains that are going to win in the long run. It's interesting to hear. I mean, a lot of institutional investors watch NASDAQ channel, right? It's not like, your everyday smaller retail investors are sitting back and watching NASDAQ. I mean, these are like the higher end type people. And to hear people talk about moving past Bitcoin and onto better things, I just thought that was really cool to hear. We did talk about this a little bit. I don't need to get back into that. Senator Loomis said tomorrow's first ever Senate Banking Subcommittee hearing on Bitcoin and crypto will be a big deal. So this was actually yesterday. The committee was actually today. I'll have some updates from that committee on Friday. This says this is the first step towards bipartisan legislation. We'll hear from experts who will shape policy on market structure and stablecoins. Stay tuned for live stream details. Yes, this is a big deal. So, in the long run, stablecoin regulation usually always comes first, depending, whatever country it is. And then you get digital asset regulation. The reason for that is stablecoin legislation is a little bit more straightforward. When it comes to crypto regulation, you need to understand which crypto fits into which box. And so that can be a little bit more time consuming and, all intents and purposes, time costly to figure all that stuff out. And so I was reading something that if we don't get anything by August, that's really when legislators go on vacation. And if we don't get something by August, might not even happen in 2025. So I think some people are nervous about that as well. Jason Groves, what are we talking about here? Fake money. Cannot hear it. You cannot hear the clip? Oh, Daraga's here, man. What's up, Daraga? We need more tariffs to help us drop a 90% pay on tax. Jason, can you tariff? Like, I was reading something, and maybe this is incorrect, but in order for us to cover $5 trillion, which is basically how much money that we collect in taxes, you would need like 80 to 100% tariffs on pretty much all goods. Is that accurate? Like, let me see. How did you even word this? Let me see. Trump's plan to cut all taxes. How much would tariffs be to do that? I don't know. I don't even know how to search this, man. Let me see what we can come up with here. Trump's tax and tariff idea, details and analysts. Trump's favors huge tariffs. How do they work? Oh, no, this is just a nightmare. Let's not get too deep into the woods in here. But if you have the information off the top of your head, I'd love to better understand that. I don't know, man. It's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot. See, this person says, Jason Groves, I agree with you 100%. To understand what tariffs are and what they do, so many folks are misunderstood on how those actually work. Stay away from mainstream media. How they work, I mean, depending on what country the tariff is in, when the company in the US imports whatever good they are from those countries, you pay the tariff. And then the tariff gets passed on to us, the retail buyer. That's how tariffs work. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science, guys. I see a lot of misinformation about tariffs. It's very, very simple to understand, right? Very simple. If you guys need some information on how tariffs work, I can provide that so you can read up on that to better understand that. I'm just trying to wonder, like, if we're going to get partisan here. How do tariffs work? Let me see if I can get you some information here from a news source you might trust. Let's see here. Trade. Let's see. AP News. Here's some information from AP News. Tariffs are typically charged as a percentage of the price a buyer pays a foreign seller. In the United States, tariffs are collected by Customs and Border Protection agents at 328 ports across the country. U.S. tariff rates vary. They are generally 2.5% on passenger cars, for instance, and 6% on golf shoes. Tariffs can be lower for countries with which the United States has trade agreements. For example, most goods can move the United States, Mexico, and Canada tariff-free. Well, I guess this is, they need to update this, right? Mainstream economists are generally skeptical of tariffs, considering them a mostly inefficient way for governments to raise money and promote prosperity. There's much misinformation about tariffs. So let's learn about this. So Donald J. Trump, a proponent of tariffs, insists that they are paid for by the foreign countries. In fact, it is importers, American companies, that pay tariffs. All right. I'm glad that we're learning about this together. And the money goes to the U.S. Treasury. Those companies, in turn, typically pass on their higher costs to their customers, which are us. All right. If you need more information on how tariffs work, I am not the channel, right? There's a lot of other channels that talk about this type of stuff. I don't really want to get into it too much, but that's a general understanding of how tariffs work. Okay. All right, let's keep it going. All right. So, no, we don't really need to talk about this. Okay. So this, Kyle Chase basically said, for those who think it's too late to buy Bitcoin, think again. Obviously, if you would have bought Bitcoin when he posted this, you'd be down a considerable amount right now. Obviously, with Bitcoin being down an additional, 15, 16% this month, might be better prices for people to jump in. We just don't know if we've hit the rock bottom yet. Digital Perspectives put this out. Forget 4 to 5 years from now. Serious question. What did the 5 states, including Wyoming, recently reject this state level Bitcoin strategic reserve bills? Let me play this.
Bitcoin represents digital capital. That network is $2 trillion today. It's going to be $20 trillion in 4 to 8 years. It's going to be $200 trillion in 20 years. Then it's going to grow faster than every other asset in the world. It's going to continue to grow. The United States should own it. Bitcoin represents digital capital. That network is $2 trillion today.
All right, let's keep it going. You also have GameStop CEO received a letter urging GameStop to adopt Bitcoin. I mean, like these guys are really, really trying right now, right? They're looking for new people and companies to invest in Bitcoin. I think it's getting a little old. This is the gentleman who is the attorney, I think, for Coinbase. It says time to build back up crypto in America, less following, more leading the way. Let me play this for you guys.
Coinbase is now in the clear from this misguided lawsuit brought by the SEC nearly 2 years ago. But what's more important is that crypto in America and the American economy is in the clear of 4 years of misguided policy under the approach of former SEC Chair Gary Gensler. Rather than putting America first, he had America follow. Other countries have raced ahead.
All right, hold on. Let me see what you guys are saying here in the chat real quick. Let's just talk about this a second. So Joe said, only if you buy the product. That's my point. I'm not going to buy avocados from Mexico. I can buy avocados grown in California where there'll be no tariff. Hey, that's a great idea, Joe. You must be an avocado lover to use that example. You must be. I can't stand avocados. It's like a texture thing. They're like slimy. Ooh, can't do it. My wife loves them, but all good. Yeah, I mean, I think the general public is a little scared and worried, right? Because there are some things that you're not going to be able to say, well, hey, I'll choose the California avocados over the Mexico avocados, right? There's going to be some things that we're just going to have to be forced into. And I think that's kind of the larger concern economy wise. And like, it's so hard to talk about this without getting political. So I'll just say this, like, the reason a lot of people voted for Trump was because he promised to lower prices, right? We are now heading into an area where everything we buy on a daily basis is going to be more expensive. And that's just kind of not what a lot of people signed up for. So hopefully he reverses those ideas, because what happens if, when Canada and Mexico and China, come up with their own tariffs, which they have, right, on some of these goods, right? It can just get out of control, man. It's getting a little scary. Don't like avocados? No, I don't like avocados. I do not. Time to make things in America again? Hey, you're absolutely right. You can definitely make things in America again. It's just, if you're talking about, let's say, like making a t-shirt or something like that, do you think someone's going to pay like $40 or $50 for a t-shirt when they can buy the same exact t-shirt for like $15, right? There's just some things it just doesn't make sense to make in America, because you have, the minimum wage for an American worker, depending in what state you're in and what state those goods are made in, right, can be 10 or $15 an hour, right? In Mexico, that could be like 50 cents or even less an hour. So you're just not even going to come close on some of that stuff, right? But I get where you're coming from on that, and I think it's situational. All right. So Ethereum has dumped 15% since Eric Trump said it's a good time to buy Ethereum. I mean, like, it's not just Eric Trump. Like, a whole bunch of people were like talking good and talking up Ethereum. I just, like, I think people pick, people that are going to, oh my God, I can't believe it. Who cares? Oh, this is exactly what I was looking for. Check this out. So this is Ethereum monthly returns. This is actually better than Bitcoin returns. But anyways, if you take a look at, here's February, it's easier to see this one because it's all in a down straight line. You've had basically 2 red Februaries in the past maybe 8 or 9 years, and 2025 red, 2018 red. All right, let's keep going. This person is calling CZ a scammer. I'm not really going to get into that. BlackRock selling Bitcoin. We did talk about that already. Bitcoin whales are buying like never before. You do have this where it feels like retail is selling, and like the longer term institutional people with a ton of money are continuing to buy. You also have this, the meme coin boom will end within the next 6 months. Kind of felt like it ended already, right? Matt Hugon, institutional adoption of Bitcoin, stablecoins, tokenization, and DeFi will replace meme coins. This person is saying. Says what crypto is digesting right now is the end of the meme coin boom. The combination of Melania, Libra, and the Lazarus group using meme coins to launder Ethereum will kill it dead. Maybe not today, but in the next 6 months. The good news is that there are already there's things already ready to replace it, including the institutional adoption of Bitcoin, stablecoins, and the tokenization birthright in DeFi, or rebirth in DeFi. But until they start making their presence felt, the loss of energy will create a drag on the market. Kind of the same thing, a little bit of the same thing here. So we'll have to see how all of that stuff turns out. We are having a really good conversation about avocados right now. I love that. I said I do like avocados, but I couldn't think of anything on the top of my head. Joe's got avocados in his back seat, ladies and gentlemen. He just left. Like, he just loaded up on avocados from California. Good to hear it, Joe. So Jeff's asking me for an XRP prediction tomorrow morning, please. $2.16. What's happening between now and tomorrow? Is something I missed? I mean, the ETF in Brazil is not till April. What am I missing? What is over the next 12 hours? Are you just asking for a random number on XRP? I like ribeyes. Ribeyes are good too, man. Carbon Dallas. Oh, wait, what's the movie? Carbon Dallas. What is that? The Fifth Element. Your name is from The Fifth Element. temporary relief. We'll have to see, Lizard King. We'll have to see. All right, let's bring this back up here. We got more to go here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so it does look like Tether and China. Tether is looking for countries to go into after they're being removed out of the United States and the EU due to regulation, right? I guess the United States is not quite there yet, but it is eventually going to happen. But you have Tether equals China, and then you have Tether feeds the Bitcoin bubble. Tether's value remains very sensitive to any transparency rumors. I think this is the concentration risk in Tether is huge. Bitcoin is not American documented. So interesting. This person is saying Tether Holdings Limited, or the article reads, Tether Holdings Limited once counted securities issued by Chinese companies among the reserves backing USDT stablecoin. Like, if this is accurate, right, this could be really bad, right? Because this is saying basically, it says a Bloomberg investigation published in October 2021 found evidence that Tether's reserves did in fact include billions of dollars in short-term loans to Chinese companies. This is actually extremely bad, right? Because over the last few years, you had the 3 red lines policy in the banking system in China. And, you basically had people borrowing off of, things that didn't really exist, right? Construction companies would go in, they would buy land, they would sell out units that haven't been built yet. They would go take a loan out on those units to buy more land to do the exact same thing. It was it's a huge Ponzi scheme. So, maybe this is why Tether has never had an actual real audit, because if people find out exactly, like, maybe Tether doesn't have the money to back up what they have. And I think that's a real big concern for Tether holders long-term if they actually have the money. So let's keep it going, man. ECB advisor says Bitcoin has no real economic need, dismissing Bitcoin reserves due to volatility and speculation risks. I know which blockchain the EU will work with. Any better choice? XRP, ECB. I mean, there's the European Union isn't interested in Bitcoin. The reason for that is Bitcoin was widely used as a currency for drug markets, right? Online, where you can buy, drugs, passports, fake IDs, all that kind of stuff. Your Silk Road type places. That's why governments all around the world have so much Bitcoin, because it was widely used in that kind of stuff. And so, Christine Lagarde, who is the president of the European Central Bank, she doesn't want to touch Bitcoin, right? Because of those concerns. And maybe she just doesn't like it. This is about, was it Prop C? Is this Proppy? No, did they change the name of this? Let me look at this. Hold on. 1 second here. Prop chain. This is prop chain. Okay. Prop chain's at 15 million market cap, down only 8.85%, 0.85%, only 25 million supply, circulating supply. That's kind of nice. Let me see here. What did we have about this? Okay, here we go. Okay, says crypto high volatile. What is safer and keeps growing? Maybe markets like real estate, the blend of both real world assets and projects like ProPC or PropC. Yes, Bitcoin and altcoins are in the red today, but this could be the case for the next few days, weeks, or months. Long-term game is about the solutions in which these projects are catering. Big investors are shifting their focus. 34% of institutional investors plan to enter private real estate in 2025, up from 21% last year. Firms like Apollo are spending $1.5 billion to acquire real estate assets, while BlackRock, Goldman Sachs are increasing their exposure. Why real estate offers stability, especially when markets get volatile. How prop chain works. Real estate is tokenized, allowing fractional ownership. Investors get exposure to tangible assets with real value. Staking rewards are up 18% APR, making holding let me just call this ProPC, even more rewarding. A leasing program is coming adding more opportunities. So it's kind of looking like a little bit of an ad, but it's not wrong as far as real estate and tokenization of real estate assets are going to be really big over the next few years. Some people in the chat are basically saying we are here in this bear trap. That could very well be. And I hope this is where we are. Like I was really hoping for some really, really good and juicy months for the crypto market. And let's just hope that it is not over. Here is a clip. Listen closely. I would encourage folks to think bigger than just market structure on stablecoins. We can see a massive crypto bill move the market. Let me play this here.
This will likely be a larger bill. I would encourage folks to think bigger than just market structure and stablecoins. I think we could see a massive crypto bill move. The goals, which are very ambitious, is that folks want to move stablecoins first. They think we're further along. We've already seen various proposals get introduced this year with, I know we'll talk about it later, but Genius Act, Stable Act, the Waters Bill. And so folks want to move stablecoins first and then turn to market structure. And really that ambitious goal is, can we get this done by August recess? And so I think we'll see a large standalone product. This bill is already huge. If you remember FIT, it's over 200 pages. The Lummis-Gillibrand bill is almost 200 pages. This is already massive. And so I think that folks are very focused. This is a priority. We heard in that press conference, Chairman Hill, Chairman GT Thompson say, hey, yes, there are a lot of competing priorities. We've got budget reconciliation that is going on in both chambers. We've got the debt limit to address. Government funding expires in 3 weeks. However, that won't interfere with what we're trying to do on digital assets, that we are moving these simultaneously. And that's why we're seeing these hearings come up so quickly in the new year. I mean, it's no surprise. We had a digital asset subcommittee, and one of the first hearings in Senate banking is a subcommittee hearing there. Same thing in the House side. We had a subcommittee hearing in the digital asset subcommittee hearing committee last week or 2 weeks ago now. We had a choke point hearing related to crypto. This is a priority for these committees. And so I would take everything out and say, okay, we're going to focus very narrowly on digital asset legislation, and it probably will move by itself. Now, timelines, if this goes till the end of the year, maybe it gets attached to one of those larger must-pass packages. But they really want to move this quickly. They want to move something, whether it's stablecoins first in the first 100 days or market structure by August recess, and they want to move them as standalone bills.
So that was actually a really interesting clip. A lot of good information there. Basically, if they're having trouble getting legislation passed, they might put it together with other legislation that is really important for the country. But we'll have to see. I did want to address a few things in the chat here. Somebody said multi-pass. I fucking love that. Thank you, Irish Tiger. You actually made me start laughing. That was pretty funny. Multi-pass. If you haven't seen The Fifth Element, like it's a go-to movie. I've seen it so many times. It was really good. This was like, damn, I was going to say Harrison Ford, but it's not Harrison Ford. It's the guy from Die Hard. Damn, I haven't seen him so long in some shows. What is his name? Bruce Willis. It's Bruce Willis. It's good Bruce Willis stuff. Let me see here. Address said some kind stuff. Sensei, thank you for the daily content. Amazing information. I appreciate you. Love you, man. Thank you so much for the kind words. Ripple received temporary relief from Trump EO. Lizard, you got some more information on that? Is you talking about the lawsuits? I did see like they dropped a Coinbase lawsuit and a few others. Like it does feel that we are extremely close to getting the SEC to drop both the case against Brad and Chris and the appeal, from the judge. So Address says, I have a question for you. Do you know anything about Globiant's situation? Isn't that an exchange? Isn't it like an XDC exchange? What is the situation for Globiants? Let me look. Globiants. Let me look here. I'm pulling it up. Let's see here. Globiant's holding onto hundreds of thousands of dollars just from us. Imagine everyone. Migration, bullshit, audit, bullshit, insolvent 100%. Oh, shit. This doesn't sound good, bro. This doesn't sound good. I hope you guys have money on Globians. That doesn't sound good at all. Let me just take a look here. So we have one random person, Amine, talking about this. We have Crypto Joe said, I sent all of our La Rosa some DMs. We have spoken in the past and would like to hear what's going on from him directly. We'll keep everyone updated. I will hear anything. As a U.S. customer, I can't even log in. This is an issue. It is an issue indeed. See, it's hard to know if like Globians made some changes where people maybe miss those changes, or in fact, if they are scandalous. It's hard to know from these tweets. Crypto Joe obviously is kind of scared, is upset. I have no idea what that is. I don't know. It's hard to get. Let me see if it's in the news. 1 second. Globians withdrawal issues. Let's see if we can't find something. Is this what you're referring to? Trump $250 bill is coming. What bill, Jason? Great movie. I love you guys. It is a good movie. Bruce Willis. Yeah, Bruce Willis. Oh, I'm trying to. You can get with Jake Claver. I don't think Ripple's IPOing. Like, I don't think they are IPOing. This is just my personal opinion. I've heard. Who did I hear? I think it was Brad Garlinghouse himself saying that if Ripple was going to IPO, they were going to IPO in a bull market for the stock market. If you've been following the stock market for the last few years, from what I understand, is it was hitting like all new time highs. There was a lot of froth in the market. And like, it does sound like the market's starting to head the other way. I don't see Ripple launching or IPOing in a market where they're going to go backwards. That's just my personal opinion. I could be totally wrong. I'll ask Jake Claver. I'm in his DMs. I can ask him. On X, let's look. Jake Claver, you say, right? U.S. to eliminate all taxes on XRP and crypto. I mean, hold on. Jake Claver. Let's see what he says. Family offices joining forces. No. I don't see what you guys are talking about, man. I don't see what you're talking about. Give me the crash. Jason, on X, where? Who are we talking about? Who's got a hat on? What are we talking about here? You guys are in La La Land. Oh, Corbin Dallas. Lelu Dallas. You guys are too funny. We might as well just stop doing news and we should just watch The Fifth Element together. I feel like we could get some popcorn. Okay, here you go. Getting back to this before I get sidetracked again. Globiance users have reported issues with withdrawals, including delays and difficulties in recovering funds from incorrect transactions. That is really bad, man. If you can get your money off Globac, I would run for the hills. Copyright issues? Answer what? What was your question, funny man? Let me see, funny man. I don't see a question. Oh, wait. Funny man 07. Do I have to have Ethereum to move Shiba Inu and Pepe? Yeah, yes. Ethereum is the gas. Those tokens are on Ethereum. If they have Shiba Inu and Pepe on Solana, I guess. I don't know. Let me look. Shiba. I was always thought Shiba Inu is on Ethereum, right? Yeah, Ethereum. It's on Ethereum. And you said Pepe? Ethereum. Both are on Ethereum. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean they can't be like a derivative of it as on a different exchange, like Solana, but I don't know, man. That's really weird. All right, let's get back to this. Ripple custody lists. I've done a lot of content recently just mentioning all of these different banks. It was really interesting to hear the CEO of, actually, do I have the clip? I might have the clip. Give me 1 second. I want to talk about something very specific. I think I have the clip. Let me see. Yeah, here it is. So here is the CEO of Bank of America. It's kind of a low clip, so you're gonna have to turn up your volume. It's the CEO, Bank of America CEO Brian Moynihan. It's pretty clear that there's going to be a stable coin, which is going to be fully dollar backed. It's no different than a bank account. Let me play the clip and I'll tell you about it.
It's pretty clear there's going to be a stable coin, which is going to be a fully dollar backed, type of thing, which is no different than a money market fund with check access, is no different than a bank account, really. And so if they make that legal, we'll go into that business. So you'll have a BA, a Bank of America.
If they make it legal, we'll go into that business.
A coin in a Bank of America, in a US dollar deposit, and we'll be able to move them back and forth, because now it hasn't been legal for us to do it, but it's just then like another foreign currency. The question of what it's useful for is going to be interesting.
So my question is this, right? Bank of America doesn't really have their own blockchain, right? They have some patents where they have blockchain in some of their like payment infrastructure, but there's not like Bank of America chain, right? So Bank of America is working with Ripple on infrastructure, using XRP for cross-border payments. My question is this: if and when stablecoin legislation is passed, is Bank of America going to go to Ripple and say, hey, I want to create a stablecoin, on the XRP ledger for Bank of America? Ripple is already doing that with another bank. I just can't remember the bank's name. It's like BB something, not BBVA. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Ripple, no. Bank to create stablecoin on bank to create stablecoin on XRPL through Ripple. Let me see if I can find this real quick. No, can't find it. I gotta hate searching stuff on what's called. Let me see if I can find it on Brave. Hold on. I excuse me, not Brave. I think Firefox is so much better than Brave. Bank to launch stablecoin. Oh, let me see if I can find it. Brazil approved. Oh yeah, BBRL. There it is. See, I knew it was BB something. My mind does not let me down. Here, let me pull this up for you guys. So this is what I think is going to be a larger issue, like not issue, but I think it's going to be a larger play for banks. So it says Braza Group announces the launch of a BBRL stablecoin on the XRP ledger to strengthen the Brazilian and South American digital economies, right? So you're going to have a lot of different banks creating stable coins on the XRP ledger. Imagine, Ripple has hundreds of bank partnerships. Imagine those banks creating stable coins and moving value instantaneously. Remember, you could go basically into any cryptocurrency, or you can go into any currency that is on the XRP ledger, because the XRP ledger itself has a DEX built into it. So I just think this is really an interesting situation, and I think it's going to widely be expanded by banks and different things. I'm not going to play this. I played this a bunch of times on my channel. It's the Bank of America clip. Jeremy Hogan basically says the SEC resolution, or maybe the first half of April. He's saying that we could see, a settlement here in the next maybe 6 to 8 weeks, which is really great, or just a case withdrawn altogether. Whoever the marketer is at Ripple, they do a really good job. This is probably going to be one of the coolest jobs globally or in the crypto space, to just being able to spend tens of millions of dollars on marketing all across different countries all over the world. That must be just an incredible job. I sent Brad Garlinghouse a message today on LinkedIn asking if I could interview him. I don't know if he's going to respond to me, but I did ask him. I did like this too. Buying XRP now is like buying real estate in Manhattan in the 1800s. I think this could be said with a lot of different cryptos, right? Especially if they're going to be used on a global scale with banks and institutions, right? This is your HBAR, your Algorand, could be your XLMs, maybe your XDCs, of course, your XRP. The scale, we just can't comprehend yet. We have some ideas of what we think it could be, but I think it could be really big. Ripple's Jack Cullion emphasizes that he wants to share insights why Ripple is the leading digital asset infrastructure provider for financial services. This is actually interesting. This is an event, a very important event, as government agencies such as the Bank of Japan and the Financial Services Agency will discuss fintech and financial infrastructure innovation. And it is a very important event that Ripple is participating as the grand sponsor. Man, Ripple has so many inlays and connections to, look, there's only 2 grand sponsors. One is Hitachi and one is Ripple. Then platinum is Ant International, Circle, SMBC, and then you have gold is Binance, FinCapital, Nucleus Software, and Tencent Cloud. Interesting. Well, this is outdated. Don't need that. Let me refresh this. I got some interesting stuff coming up here. I thought this was interesting. Let me play this. This says HBAR Hadaracon dropped a bombshell. Swift testing coming in 2025. Let me play this.
If we can provide a way that they can integrate maybe with an aggregator or some other way, then that would make it cheaper for them and make it more straightforward for the entire industry. So this is really where we're looking. We've done a lot of POCs, kind of live trials, to understand where the different pressure points are and where the frictions are and how they can be addressed.
Yeah. So in 2025, you've got a lot of live trials coming up, because we were talking
Absolutely.
to your team just last week. And
this is kind of a little sad stage, though. Like they have the cool screens and stuff, and then they just have these 4 leather chairs here. Like they should have put like some coffee tables in the middle and stuff like that. Like this guy's holding his water in his hand. I just think like they could have done this a little bit better, but all good. I did think this was really clever. Mainstream media is presenting all the problems crypto solves as we speak, and you're bearish because prices dipped. I thought this was great. Let me play this.
$4.7 trillion, essentially untraceable. They never said what account it was going to or where it came from. It goes to show you how antiquated and how stupid the bookkeeping is. The archaic American system with payments and stuff like that needs to have a bright light shined on it.
What? They didn't actually go and look to see where the money was going?
Not only is there waste and fraud, but they're using 1940s technology for the Social Security.
Can you even call it technology at that point?
No, it's not technology at all.
We're also going to Fort Knox. We want to see if the gold is still there.
Do you think it's not there? I don't know.
He says that he wants an open accounting of these local budgets. He basically is saying, where's the money going? Fair question.
And that's exactly what President Trump and Doge are doing.
Actually, I was reading some information about Doge, and it's not good. Not good. Anyways, not going to get into that too much, but did you know, like, what is it? What was the biggest problem that a lot of people have problems with? What is it? It was the God, I can't remember. Not the ISDA. That's derivatives, but anyways, never mind. I think Doge, they've only found like a few $1 billion worth of waste, and I don't know, man. Laying off half the government is not probably smart. All good. I thought this was really good. What is the name of this chart pattern again? Like this is, you have higher highs being set, higher highs being set, higher highs being set. Algorand is looking pretty juicy. Let's see where Algorand's price is right now. Has that dipped hard too? Let me look. Algo. No, look at that. Algorand standing tall in the market. When everything else is kind of down in the top 100, Algorand is up 1%. Look at this hitting new highs. This has dipped a little bit. Man, this was almost double the price just at the beginning at the beginning of February. Look at this, 2-1 right here, 37 cents. Wow. I mean, if you bought crypto in late January, you are hurting right now. This is Delphi Digital. Every crypto sector underperformed Bitcoin this year. While Bitcoin is down 5% year to date and 19% all-time high, other segments have seen much steeper declines. AI frameworks are down 84%. AI agents are down 70%. Meme tokens are down 51%. Gaming infrastructure down 51%. Modular blockchains down 47%. Ethereum DeFi down 35%. Sol DeFi down 30%, guys. It could be a lot worse. Man, that is crazy. Now, we have talked a lot about AI agents and different things, right? Like this is like the NFTs of 2021, or this is the NFTs of the 2025 market. Remember that most of this stuff is way overpriced, and don't be holding the bag because you are going to just get pummeled. Pummeled is the word I was looking for. Pummeled. I can't speak English. Gamers often struggle with Web3 complexity, including seed phrases and confusing wallets. Gaimin Smart Wallets simplifies asset ownership and gaming transactions with no seed phrases and gasless transactions, making Web3 accessible. GSW allows gamers to monetize idle PC power and interact with Gaimin's ecosystem seamlessly through single on and enhanced security and user-friendly design. Interesting. I think this is actually one of the good ones, to be quite frank with you. Let's see here. What is the recommended cold wallet? I mean, like Ledger, Treasure. I mean, there's a lot of one. You love Elon? I don't know. If you look at like Tesla car sales in Europe, they're down like 50-60%, right? Like, I don't know. I don't think the average Tesla driver is a MAGA supporter. Maybe I'm making that generalization, but I just don't see, like, a large part of Elon Musk's customer base was, Democrats that lived in like California or New York or things like that. And you went against all of those people, right? And so like I see a lot of videos of like people that are Tesla owners talking about wanting to sell their cars, give the cars back because, I don't like Elon. UK only gets the negative cliff notes. What, a Tesla? Elon is a fraud. Elon is a fraud. I don't like Elon at all. All good though. Ledger is great. Yeah, Ledger is a good wallet, guys. Like probably one of the top ones. Tesla owners, no good in winter. Yeah, no shit, right? Like what Cybertrucks, they're awful in winter. Like, hold on. Let me take a look at this. Tesla sales dip. Like you can look up this stuff yourself. Here, let me show you this. It's so hard to want to cover like different areas of this stuff, like when you're, mainly a crypto channel. But check this out. Tesla sales have experienced a significant dip, particularly in Europe and the United States. In Europe, Tesla sales fell by 45.2%. Holy shit. You've lost half of your business in Europe year on year in January, according to the European automotive manufacturers. This decline contrasts with 37% increase in overall electronic sales. So listen, EV sales in Europe are up 37%, but Tesla sales are down 45%. Go figure. You know what this is though? I mean, it's not just the political stuff. Like Tesla has not innovated. Like the same exact technology that went into their car 5 or even 8 years ago is the same technology that people are using today. Like compared to some of the Chinese companies and other, manufacturers of electric cars, especially in the US, it just is pretty rough, man. It's pretty rough. Anyway, it's not looking good for Tesla. I hope you don't own Tesla stock. All right, let's keep it going here. There's a few other things that we should get to before we end here today. We did talk about Algorand's price. We did talk about AI frameworks and different things that are down. Gammon, we talked about that. Here's a clip from today's hearing in Congress. Jai Masari, that's a pretty name. Co-founder and chief legal officer of LightSpark, emphasizes that stablecoins can make payments as seamless as emails and text. Let me play this.
Today, we can email, text, or call each other instantly and for low cost, no matter what brand of phone or computer we're using. Payments can and should work the same way. Stablecoins can help make this a reality. Among other uses, they enable the 24/7 transfer of dollar value to anyone online. They are uniquely suited for online commerce when they are properly regulated. My comments today.
All right, I'll have a whole lot more on Friday, guys, when we meet. I just didn't have time to look over everything. You have another user lost. Okay, so here, I want to talk about this. This is a new scam going around. And like, even I would fall victim to this scam because, when I'm sending crypto from one wallet to one wallet, I often look at the last 3 to 4 digits. And I'm luckily haven't been scammed yet. But let me go over this with you so you can be better prepared out here. So make sure that you don't get scammed. So this says, alert, another user lost $763,000 due to transaction history poisoning. I've never heard of this. Copying an address with matching first 4 and last 6 characters. Avoid copying addresses from transaction history to prevent scams. So this is crazy. This is crazy. So I guess what people are doing is on bigger wallets, scammers are creating, I don't even know how you would create a wallet with similar numbers. Like, can you pick and choose what numbers you want on a wallet? This is just crazy stuff. So, maybe look at the middle of the transactions and not the last few digits or the first 4, because you can see that this looks very, very similar. And this person just got dunked on. See, what happened was they got a transaction here of 0.000001 Ethereum. This is what they do, right? See how it came in here? And they copied this one thinking it was the same as all their others. And then they sent 600 ETH. Ooh, shit. That hurts. And then here you go. $249 million has been liquidated from the crypto market in 60 minutes. Holy shit. Oh God. This is painful, man. This is painful. All right, let's get to your questions. People are getting cancer from electric cars. Is that true? I'm fucked then. That's not good, because like my wife and I had 2 cars, and since I pretty much work from home full time, we went to one car, and it's an electric car now. It's not a Tesla though. I told her that she didn't want a Tesla anyways. She came off like a Model Y, and she didn't want another Tesla, so that was good. Best autopilot, isn't it like 10 grand for autopilot though? That might be true though. Best autopilot. It's called dusting. Is that what it's called? Not poisoning. It's called dusting. Stop playing Elipal or go air gapped. Hold on. What is this? Sensei, what the fuck? Usually when I read these two names back to back, Sensei, what the fuck? It's usually something really bad for me. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it's not that. The XRP Fort Knox connection blows my mind. The XRP Maxi Ido Varina shared huge information on X. Okay, let's go take a look. Let's go take a look together, man. Let's see. Let's see what we're talking about here. Willis. Okay, his position XRP healthcare here. This is what you're talking about, right? Okay, XRP digital backed gold by U.S. reserves must read. Okay, let's take a look here. Fort Knox. Let's begin with Fort Knox, a highly secured United States Army installation in Kentucky. Recently, Elon Musk suggested a live-streamed tour of the vaults, stating there's like 5,000 tons of gold in Fort Knox. We all want to see it. This is your gold. It's the public's gold. I don't know if it's there. I guess they forgot the S. We just want to see it and make sure someone didn't spray paint some lead or something. Part of this is also let's have some fun in the public's gold, I guess. Officially, Fort Knox holds $186 billion worth of gold, widely believed to be a significant portion of the entire U.S. gold reserves. Genesis block 1-32570 by June 2012, the XRP ledger had gone live and was actively processing transactions. However, in the early days, the ledger had several resets due to technical issues. At least that's the official version from Ripple. As a result, the first ledger, 32,570 ledgers were completely erased, meaning that the first week of transactions in the XRP ledger is missing from history. The version of the XRP ledger that we know today officially began in December 2012. Genesis wallets, there's 136 known Genesis wallets. Among them, this one stands out. Wallet X Fort Knox B initially held 6 billion XRP. Tracking transactions from this wallet, it's evident that the XRP held there was sent directly from Ripple, but that's not all. Interesting. Look, 1 XRP equals US $2.22. That's weird. 62 XRP is $1.37. 11 years ago, 2014. But isn't he saying this stuff was happened before? What's it called? I don't know. I think we're clutching at straws here, but But like these numbers are different. Delivered 4,668,000,000. This is 5.9 billion. I don't know. Some of this stuff doesn't add up. I'd have to take a look at this a little bit longer. But he's saying another wallet, X Disruptor, held 80% of total XRP supply at one point. I mean, how is this? I don't think this is real. The reason I don't think this is real is like, how do you hold 80% of the supply when like 50% of the supply was in escrow? 80% of the supply at one point on January 26, 2013, in just 9 transactions, near the entire supply was distributed into separate wallets. Digging deeper, we find something even more intriguing. Labeled X Disruptor, it was responsible for these distributions. The destination wallets, each one bears a Fort Knox label. Okay, here. Was XRP secretly designed as the backbone of the new digital gold standard, hidden in plain sight this whole time? It's hard to imagine nobody else found this. Hold on. I believe that this belongs to the Federal Reserve now, not only the United States. Not many interactions with this, but it's only 36 minutes. I'd love for somebody who understands what's it called to dig a little deeper into this. This is just stupid shit, though. Look at this person is posting their own tweet inside of their responses. Why am I following this person? I'm not following this person. I don't like this person. All right. I don't know. This is interesting, but hard to say what's really going on here. We'll have to take a look. But thank you for sharing that. I'm just glad it wasn't something Sensei, what the fuck, something bad that I did. So thank you. We got the hearts going. We got the mind blown going. XRP safer in Robinhood. I mean, Robinhood did buy Bitwise, right? Is it Bitstamp? Bitwise. Oh my God. Robinhood purchases Bit. What the fuck? Hold on. I've never seen that before. Hold on. Bitwise, Bitcoin ETF, Robinhood purchase, cryptocurrency for Binance trading. I think it's Bitstamp, isn't it? Bitstamp. Hold on. I can't remember which one it is. Yeah, Robinhood to acquire Bitstamp, not Bitwise. I mean, you can buy XRP on Robinhood. That's fine. Don't remember what country, but when they went to get rid of them, it's so toxic to break down the lithium batteries, they banned them, the whole city and towns. I mean, lithium batteries has always been hard to dispose of. They have I think certain companies, they build like factories to store them, right? They have to be kept. You can't put them into garbage dumps because they can catch fire, right? Can't they? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, Lizard King. I'm sure more information will come out. I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but I don't know. It's hard for me to imagine that 80% of the XRP supply was somehow unlocked. When was the escrow set up? Hold on. What date was the XRP escrow set up? Let's see if Brave has that information. Setup is not provided and given context. However, Ripple has been releasing 1 billion XRP every month for the past 42 months. I don't know, man. Don't have the information. Too many influencers hold XRP but say different things. I hear that. I trust me. I hear what you're saying. I try to take a fact-based approach to everything, right? And if I can't get to the same conclusion as someone else did by the actual facts of what's going on the ground, I just need to move on until I can make those connections. Breaking news, XRP sucks. I think your name says it all, right, though? Pissed off puppy. I mean, you obviously are in a bad mood. You thought that pissed off puppies was a good name for yourself on YouTube. So all good, man. We all have different things of what we like, what we don't like. You're more than happy enough to say whatever you want. All good. Thanks to you, I have more than 4,000 XRP in Robinhood. I want more. Hey, man, I just make the information. If you find it useful and helpful, and I do think that, listen, I mean, this is not rocket science, what we're doing here, right? Everybody, the whole crypto market is risk. It's risk until it's not, right? And we are all making bets on technology. Basically, how almost every single billionaire got to where they are today, unless they inherited the money, they invested in technology, right? Some type of business, and that led to their wealth. That's exactly what we are doing today. We are taking in information and we are trying to make the best decisions with that information. And it just so happens that I feel closer to XRP and to Ripple. I think that I have more of an opportunity to become wealthy over the next 5 to 10 years holding XRP than I do any other asset. It's not very complicated, very straight logic. Ask AI. I love you too. I love you too, pissed off puppy. I do like the name. I do like the name. It's a really cute pissed off puppy in your image. Taco Tuesday, that was yesterday. Taco Tuesday makes me happy. I love tacos, man. I love tacos. I make that's like one of the things I enjoy cooking, you know, fish tacos. Oh man. Oh god, it's so good. I haven't had them in so long though. Oh, I'm getting hungry now. Bitcoin to 83. Can XRP go to $1.90? It could, Keenan. I mean, I wouldn't put it past. I think that we're in a dip right now, and I don't think people really understand how low the dip could go. But eventually, it'll turn back around. We just don't know how long that'll take. Right? It could be tomorrow, could be later today, it could be in like a month from now. We don't know. What's up, other nomad? Good to see you, man. What I miss? We've been going an hour and 15 minutes. We've been talking about a lot of stuff. Just arrived in Lisbon. Where's Lisbon? Lisbon. Where is Lisbon? Is it Spain? Sounds like Spain. Lisbon. Oh, most influential city in Portugal. Oh, that sounds nice. Looks pretty. Anyways, yep, Portugal sounds beautiful, man. Let's see here. Japan is the third largest economy in the world. XRP is now legal tender in Japan. Let's see if that's accurate. Is XRP now legal tender in Japan? Well, that'd be some cool freaking news, man. If that's really the case, I'm gonna have to do another video after this. XRP is not currently legal tender in Japan. So where are you getting the information from? Can you share that, Bad Moon Rising? I'd love to take a look at that if you have that. XRP and HBAR are definitely winners. Yeah, I agree. You could probably throw Algorand in the mix too. Maybe even ADA, but like, I don't know. I don't think you can even come close to the partnerships that Ripple has, like, or Medeco has. It's just you can't. You can't, dude. You can't. XTC too. I think XTC is undervalued for what it's going to do. But you know, I don't know, if you find yourself too thinned out by all this stuff, you know, you just need to focus on a few different things, right? Don't try to go and do too many things. Damn, what the fuck? Ah! Oh, look, I'm here. I'm not here. I'm here. I'm not here. Okay, let's get back to it. I got distracted there. Any thoughts on CFT token? Yeah, I think that's a scam, dude. I think, you know, those guys actually reached out to me a long time ago and wanted me to promote their thing, and I just wouldn't do it. I see a lot of people talking, like putting it in just like posts that are meant to be like, you know, attention getters. I'd stay away from it. I'd stay away from it, man. Telcoin is a sleeping giant. I mean, I haven't followed up on Telcoin since 2021 bull market, so it's hard for me to connect with that statement. But you know, if you've done the due diligence, go for it, man. In one of your videos, you said the cat's out of the shit. Did I say it? Oh my god. Sometimes I get like on a random whatever, and like the craziest stuff will come out of my mouth. I'm highly entertaining at nighttime when I get a little like loopy, man. Crazy stuff. Let's see here. Bad Moon Rising says, if you're planning to invest in crypto, my advice, oh, they're giving advice now. My advice would to only be invest in American utility cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is not utility. Who knows who it belongs to? Hope that helped. I'm not upset with anything you said. I agree with a lot of what you said there. Love that. Gold into crypto right now, your opinion? I mean, Gold's a $12 trillion market. I don't really care. The gold is cool. I don't know. It doesn't really do much for me. Later, Ariana. Yeah, we're going to end here in just a second. Lalo, I'm glad I make you laugh, though. That's important. Crazy funny. Love it. DPD, what's up? Hi from Alaska. Hi from Hawaii. There's a state that's going to use Telcoin for stablecoins. Oh, shit. What state? Let's see. Are you joshing me, man? Are you messing with me? Telcoin, stablecoin to be used in an American state. Let's see. Let's see if you're messing with me. Oh, here you go. Could this be it? The FinTech Times. Telcoin Bank steps closer to becoming the first regulated crypto bank in the United States. Aren't there already crypto banks in the US? I'm confused. And why is this the FinTech Times? I've never heard of the FinTech Times. What the fudge? Why can't you ever get something on a regular news like Cointelegraph or I don't know, man. Let's see what on their Twitter. Don't see it. Telcoin Bank, a digital asset bank. Well, this is from Business Wire, so I guess that's a little bit better. Let's see what price is Telcoin at. Let me see. Let's see here. $775 million market cap. Holy shit. I guess it is still here. Yeah, this is what I remember from like 21, right? This crazy pump. Look at this. This pump was just like one solid week. Plus the insight knowledge y'all analysts are given. There's a lot of smart people in here. Lizard King's in Houston. Rocky is in Nebraska. Hi from the Neo Launch team. Andrea's in the house. Andrea, great to see you. Everybody's leaving me now. Lukman Mao. Hi, Sensei from Canada. Good to see you. I hope you're well. Multi-pass. Eric coming in with the joke at the end. Gotta love it, Eric. Well done, sir. My hat is off to you. Well done. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to cut it there. I had Botox this morning for migraines and like, I'm a little fried. I'll see you guys on Friday. I'm going to have a bunch of clips from the subcommittee today hearing on crypto. We'll go through all of that stuff and more on Friday. Hopefully better days are ahead in the crypto space. I just want to thank you for your time and thank you for keeping me company. It was a lot of fun to go over the news and just talk with you guys and have a really good conversation. So it's a real honor. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a very great, safe, lovely rest of your day. All right. Peace.